All right, so this is the kit that we're going to be playing with in the month of May, and it's sort of a tongue-in-cheek kind of sort of cowgirl kit. It's not like authentic cowgirls. We've got pinup girls, we got real cowgirls, we got rodeo girls, all the above. You can make it more serious, or you can just make it kind of fun the way I ended up doing the prototype for this one. So you'll be providing your own book covers, depending on what size you want to make it. I'm providing all the interior, all the decorating, and also if you purchase the kit, there is also going to be a pre-recorded video showing how to do all the interior, and that will come when you purchase your kit. So let me go ahead and show you kind of sort of what I ended up doing. Let me get the stuff in frame here. Um, this is a piece of fabric that's incorporated in the kit. Here's a piece of leather. There's some leather in the kit also. Here's some leather and some rusty bits, which is in there. A little piece of wood and some twine. Here I just took some of the leather that was in the kit and cut some strips down in there. As you can tell, I have my windows open. um, and this is just what the video is going to show you, um, how to put this together, how to configure it, and there you go. So this is what I'll be making with the kit, and then maybe you can make the same thing or just get bits of it to inspire you of what to do with your kit. But let me show you what's in the kit itself. That way you can figure out if there's something you would like to do with it. Let me put this to a side. These are all some rusty things, and I have them separate so it doesn't get all messy. But there's different pieces of fabric that can be incorporated into like pockets or tags, or as I did, the spine of it. And some are, they're all, different sizes of fabrics. This one now is big enough to do the entire cover if you want to do one with fabric. So I made sure I included this one in a size that you could do it if that's the finish that you want. I didn't have that much of this, so I cut strips of it, and that way you can cut them out, maybe put them as a tab or something on a page. And then here is another piece of fabric. Oopsie. And I try to go with, kind of the southwestern feel for the cowgirls. I had some fake leather, or whatever you might want to call it. They were a bunch of little small pieces that I had cut up from some other larger pieces. I just threw a little batch of those in there in case you want to create some tabs or something on in your journal. Here is some twine that I ended up using in the binding, so that's in there. A little piece of a tree in case you want to incorporate it in the cover like I did. And then a little chunk of real leather, and then the printouts. So let's go through those kind of quickly because there's quite a few. And like I say, some come from movie posters. Some are just caricatures of different cowgirls. Some are real pinup girls during the 30s and 40s. Some are historically accurate. I just threw everything in there so you could have fun. From old Western movies, B movies. Let's make sure we know those are B movies. And then some papers to use. And some of these are printed out papers, but they're kind of cool. I like to just wet them. I don't even use coffee or tea. I just went to wet them to give them that crunchy feel, and they're really cool in these journals. So you get a few of those. I put in some craft cardstock. There might be different ways you want to use that. We'll utilize it in our journal. I'll show you how we end up using that. Maybe for cards or who knows, all kinds of ways you can use it. And some other Cowgirls. This is not a bandana, cloth bandana. This is a napkin, just so you're aware, because it does look like a real one. Don't want you to be disappointed. And then some papers I ended up using on the interior of my journal. And then one of these Pendaflex, because that's what we used inside of the journal. So there's a lot of yummy papers, needless to say, that you can use in here. You can make multiple journals. If you've bought my kits before, you know you don't end up using them all into one journal. You can make multiples. and then as far as these goodies, I put them in here because these are not sealed. So see how it's coming all over the place. So if you choose to seal these, you can do it with Mod Podge or glue or a spray sealant. Or if you just like the rusty look, there it is. Or if you would like to put these on some paper and fabric and do some additional rusting for your journal, you can do that with these. And then I just put some pieces of paper and fabric that I have rested in the past. Boy, I can't even talk. In the past that you can use, and in your tags or in your cover or however you want to use them. And I thought that would just be kind of fun to incorporate those into the journal. So that's what we are doing. I had fun. It took me a little while to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with all this stuff. But once I got going, I go, yeah, let's do a different kind of a little twist on some binding that we've done in the past and create something a little different. So this is what we're going to be making. You can use it as inspiration or you can make one just like it, whatever you choose. So I call it, what did we call this? Rootin' Tootin' Cowgirl. Kaboodle. All right. Come on, have some fun with us.